Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Buckbeak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I didn't think I was going to be talking about this movie again, but here I am at boxofficemojo.com. And for those that don't know, this website shows you how much movies and theaters have made. And of course, we're going to be talking about Snow White. And this is definitively going to be the last time I'm going to talk about Snow White on this channel. So, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe. And it seems like a bunch of y'all did anything else other than see Snow White, as we're gonna get into. So, if you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you aren't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and if you want to share the video, that would be great too. If you do any of those things, that would be very much appreciated. Now, Snow White was projected to make anywhere between 45 million to 55 million domestically for its opening weekend. Well, I said it was going to probably make 50. Well, I was wrong. It made less than that. So let's go into it. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Look at that. $43 million. $43 million. People, yeah, they went out this weekend and they probably went to the park. They probably went to a bar, bowling, to the park, had a picnic, you name it. $43 million, folks, for something like Snow White in its opening weekend. And the worldwide projection was, they projected it to be $100 million worldwide. Look at that, 87 million. It even underperformed on both projections. Yeah, nobody went to go see this movie, hardly. Okay, it is the number one movie at the box office. That is true. But that says more about the state of the movies Hollywood is releasing than just Snow White. Because, nobody wants to go to the movies. Nobody wants to see mediocre trash. Well, in some cases, that's not always true. Think back to Deadpool, Wolverine, Barbie, the two Avatar movies anyway. I don't like Deadpool. That's why I'm counting that in there. But anyway, so Snow White is a gigantic flop. And deservedly so, because not only did Rachel Zegler run her stupid mouth back a couple years ago, and Disney's decision to not hire 7 little people. Instead, they used CGI dwarves. It would have honestly been cheaper if they would have hired 7 real little people. Yeah, it would have been cheaper than using CGI. I have no doubt about that. But, they had to learn the hard way, and this movie's gonna flop. The budget for this thing is easily over 250 million, probably even into 300 million, and you can only make 87 million in your opening weekend. I hope, of course, the Disney shills are going to put a positive spin on this somehow. They will find a way to make this a positive. They'll be like, oh, it's number one at the box office, but yeah, okay, that might be true, but that shows you that people don't want to go to the movies. Because let's go back a week. I think that movie Novocaine, which to me that just sounds like a stupid premise. It was the number one movie last weekend, Novocaine, but it only made $8 million. Like, yeah, nobody wants to go to the movies. I guarantee you within 2 weeks, Snow White is going to be forgotten about. I mean, at least the live action remake. And people will just clamor back to the original. So, yeah, it's well deserved. Disney, they had to learn the hard way. And are we going to see Rachel Zegler anytime soon, starring in anything for Hollywood anytime soon? I think she might disappear for a little bit and then come back and hope that people have forgotten about Snow White. That's probably what's going to happen. But yeah, beyond this video, I'm not going to talk about Snow White anymore, at least the live action, because like what is there to talk about? Disney's latest bomb. Yeah, woo. There's nothing to talk about. Now, it's going to be about 2 months exactly from now. Lilo and Stitch is going to be coming out, so I'm definitely going to do a video looking at the pre-sale tickets for Lilo and Stitch, and I can almost, to see how better or worse those pre-ticket sales are going to be, but there ain't no way they're going to be worse than Snow White. I don't see it. I think Lilo and Stitch is going to do just fine at the box office. It's more than likely going to do better than this that you see right here. They couldn't even do 100 million. Man, Disney should have just wrote this off as a loss and canceled the movie altogether. But they'll learn the hard way. But will they change their ways? That's highly unlikely. Now, with Lilo and Stitch, yeah, people, have I heard anybody complaining about Lilo and Stitch? Not as much, not to the level of Snow White. No, no way. But however, the weirdos from Hollywood, there are people that are complaining about, oh, Lilo and her older sister Nani aren't dark enough. Wah. But however, those are the same hypocritical people that are saying, oh yes, we finally got Black Ariel and a not so white Snow White, not so white Snow White, but they have a problem when Lilo doesn't look like burnt chocolate chip cookies. I'm just using their ridiculous logic against them, you know what I mean? Although Nani, I will say, Nani probably they should have probably hired an actress to be darker skinned, but you know what? At this point, Disney has already screwed up their live action remake, so what's another simple screw up? And here's the thing. People that are going to go see Lilo and Stitch, they're not going to go see it for a Nani. Guess who they're going to go see it for? Lilo and Stitch. Especially Stitch. It ain't that hard. It's not rocket science. Okay? Oh, so Rachel Zegler, is it weird, super weird that your movie only made 43 million? Oh, I bet it's super weird. Oh, I have fun ripping this apart, but there's nothing else to say past this video. No, not really. Because the point has been proven with the box office results. But, oh yeah, them shills, they will find a way to turn this into a positive. Oh yeah, best believe. And it'll be interesting to see how they'll be able to somehow turn this into a positive, even though it's bombing. So, yeah, like, let's be honest. That's all you need Lilo and Stitch. I mean, Nani could be purple, blue, green, whatever. People aren't there to see the movie for Nani. She just happens to be, she is an important character, but, obviously looking after Lilo, obviously, but people are going to show up for Stitch. You see Stitch on most of the marketing. I bet back when Lilo and Stitch originally came out, Disney didn't expect Lilo and Stitch to be the hit that it became. They didn't expect Stitch to be an icon that he is now, because every time I go into Walmart or wherever, I see nothing but Stitch this, Stitch that, Stitch, Stitch, Stitch. Like, hell, you know what? I even have a Stitch shirt that was a St. Patrick's Day shirt where he's got the hat on, and, I don't have no problems with Stitch. He's a cute little alien. I mean, he is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And back last November, when they put out the Christmas stuff in Walmart, I was looking for Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and I ended up getting that Jack Skellington snow globe. And guess what? Who do you think they had a section for Christmas? Lilo and Stitch. Specifically Stitch. They had a Stitch snow globe. They had a Stitch nutcracker. Like, Stitch is popular. They even had a Lilo and Stitch ornament that you could put on your Christmas tree with both of them together for like $25, which, I mean, that's a ridiculous price, but the point is, Stitch is popular. But by the time I went to go get that Jack Skellington snow globe, they didn't have any Stitch snow globes. And it's still more than a month before Christmas. So that little sucker is popular. Lilo and Stitch, I could see it making $1 billion. I honestly could. I mean, could I be wrong? There's a chance I could be wrong, but you know, like I said, like I was wondering in that poll that I made, if people or a group of people kidnapped me and I was forced to see either Snowflake or Lilo and Stitch, oh yeah, I'm picking Lilo and Stitch. I'm like, nah, it can't be that bad. Ain't no way. I'm sure the original will be better, but Lilo and Stitch, the live action remake, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it will. And plus, it's coming out on Memorial Day weekend. Hey, that's when schools release, usually for the summer, and you are going to get butts in those seats. Oh, yeah. I think Lilo and Stitch is going to have probably a very good opening weekend. Oh, yeah, better than 43 million. Like, Snow White is the live action remake is an embarrassment to Walt Disney's original Disney princess. It is. It's an embarrassment. If they would have done a shot for shot live action remake without all the extra bullshit that they put into it, it could have made money. But no. They had to go and put all that bullshit, and Rachel Zegler had to go off and run her mouth, and they have to pay the price now for all that. Oh well, it's on them, and I don't feel a bit damn sorry for any of them, especially Rachel Zegler. Like, Gal Gadot, she was just looking for a paycheck, which, I get it, whatever. But Rachel Zegler, she was the most problematic as far as this movie. I mean, I didn't see the movie. Obviously, hardly anybody saw the damn movie. Just her running her mouth about, oh, the original movie's outdated and this, that, and the other. Oh, I don't need a man, this, that, and the other. She didn't say I didn't need a man, but what she was saying, she was implying that Snow White don't need no man to save her. But anyway, I I'm going to I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to make a poll sometime after this video, and I'm wondering, I don't know, you guys can vote yes, no. What I'm wondering is if you guys would like to see me react to a certain YouTuber. I'm sure maybe some of you are familiar with her, the Angry Grandma. I don't know. Let's see. I'm probably going to make a poll, and whether if you guys want to see me react to videos of her, I will, but if you guys say no, I won't. But we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much, I don't think I got much else to say other than Snow White is a flop, and people are going to go see Lilo and Stitch. That's pretty much all I got to say. And feel free to let me know your comments on this box office disaster of Snow White. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys for today. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys for today, and I'll catch you next time. All right. Bye, guys.